This video may be a disaster. We'll see how this goes. I want you to switch back over to structured, hold down command, and if you don't have structured, if you're just using my starter file, that's okay. All I'm going to do is hit the left arrow to bring up the controls. I'm going to turn off hexagon and turn on circles. Now, these are not absolutely magic settings. The only thing I'd really, besides the opacity and the alpha down low and the leap, the lerp up high, is keep the stroke at 1. Larger strokes typically look terrible in this application. It's no slight on Chris. It just doesn't work out well. Doesn't mean you can't make it work. But with the circle active, I'm going to put the right arrow in order to generate some variations. You can see we get a lot of variations because of those settings. I'm looking for some interesting color. And this might work here. This might be interesting. So we'll just go ahead and take this. And I will give you this starter file. Okay, and it will take you time to start noticing what may and may not work. This could work too. But I'm going to hit that up arrow, then come over to the Finder. I'm using Command and Tab to cycle down there. And I'm going to scroll down, and I'll be honest with you. I like column view 90% of the time. When I'm working like this, I switch to list view, and then I sort by date modified, so the most recent file is always at the top of the list rather than the bottom of the list. That works best for me. So I'm going to drag this down, drop it on Photoshop. I'm going to accept these same settings we had before. And we'll talk about why you would work smaller or larger in different videos. Now I'm going to hold that Shift Command L in order to do the auto tone. It's under Image, Auto Tone, and then look in here. Where's the interesting part? And I'm now leaning this way because I think there's probably some beautiful colors in here. So I'm going to grab this, go 1-to-1, pull out my selection, get it about right, and yeah, I would take much longer if I were doing this for real. I'm going to jump this to a new layer, Command J, click on the bottommost layer, Command Delete to fill with the foreground color. I'm going to use my shortcut for image trim, and it's under Image, go down to Trim, and I'm going to hit Return to accept that. Go to Image Size dialog box, Option Command I, I'm going to type 3000, and hit Return to accept that. Then Option Command C to pull up image canvas size. And then I'm going to change this canvas size to 3500, tab 3500, and hit Return. Then with this bottom layer still active, I'm going to hit Command Delete to fill that with white. See how great this is? Once you start learning and once you set up these custom keyboard shortcuts, that's now a smart object. Right click, select Smart Object, and then I'm going to pull up Camera Raw. And once again, this is on a transparent background, so I'm not affecting the white with these settings, and these settings will affect the white. And that causes all kinds of grief. I'm not going to do the vignette first, and I'm just going to very quickly set this up. Gosh, that's not going to work at all. Here, I'll pull the highlights down because this was being blown out. So I'm actually going to lower the contrast with, or raise it here and lower it here in order to not blow out those details. And then maybe bump up the blacks. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to add that vignette. And then I hit the letter P. There's what it was before. Here's what it is after. And click OK. Is this perfect? No. This could use all kinds of work. But right now, this is a simple way for you to see how this works. Command S, hit the right arrow, hit the letter A, hit Return. I've saved this file. This is still editable. I can always go back into Camera Raw, edit this. There's masking. There's all kinds of things we could do. But this is just an example of what you can do with structured, and it's such a cool app, and there's so many other different settings that you can use to get different effects. But pretty cool, not bad, huh? For that quick, the results you get. Again, take your time, practice, learn these skills. What were all those shortcuts? Go back, watch the videos, write them down, practice, 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 and then they'll be yours too. And you can zip through this like a pro.